All right, welcome to another episode of Free Code Friday. My name is Jason Bach. This is episode 5, and I'm hoping to make this one shorter than I did last time. Last time I could have actually split into two. It was an hour long, and I went way beyond what I usually want to do. I want to keep these to 30 minutes. So hopefully this one will make up for it, maybe. This one I'm hoping will be quicker, and then this one may, depending upon what it finds, we'll have to see. And I'm eating a very unhealthy snack. These are like mini saltine cracker type of thing. So, whatever. Alright. So, yeah, I'm all recording. That's good. Alright, so the first thing that I want to do is go to my project here. And see, usually if I'm on a real project, I try to do branches and I try to merge them all back in and stuff like that. This one, screw it, it's a Saturday night. I don't really care. I'm just going to do it right on master. People are probably cringing at left and right because, millions of people are watching this and are just waiting to see me do awful, terrible things. But the thing I want to do here is say, you know what? This can actually go up in here. And that can go away. You don't need specific ones. So if actually now I say here, just run all the tests, nothing's going to fail, nothing's going to be bad. And it should all just work. And, the world that Visual Studio jumped into Visual Studio jumped into or got thrown at it with .NET Core, however you want to view it, is, see, now I might have to go back and find what this is, because my last one I was trying to fix it with just moving how I do my tests differently, and that didn't work. So I might have to dig into that one. Maybe not, I don't care. But anyway, I was just babbling completely. So, oh, yeah. So, I think I said in the last one, when you do a file new project, there's just how stupid this dialogue is getting at times. And, it just feels like this should be cleaned up and done better. And in part, I have sympathy to some degree. This is a tool that has been around, Visual Studio 2002, and arguably it was what C++ was using, I think. And then they kind of made this shell and environment for .NET and everything else, and it's been that way since. I mean, you're talking about a lot of years of person development on this, and things just kind of stick around sometimes. So, which is unfortunate, but because it's really confusing when you make a .NET Core project. Why would you still see the .NET Framework stuff up there? It makes no sense. So, anyway, this seems to be fine. So we're just going to throw those all up into there. No, not that one, this one. Hey, this is not a big deal. I mean, that's why I said that I'm hoping this will be real quick, because real quick. Why do I have unsafe blocks in my task project? That doesn't make a lot of sense, because this is just a task. Why would it need a block in there like that? Let's take that out. That doesn't make any sense that I have that there. So, with the settings, the project settings, the fact that, again, why do I have unsafe block? The other one, I know I saw it in another one. I think that makes actual sense. But this one, not so much. Because I know with some tests, like this one, I think is actually making sense, because I know I have unsafe blocks, unsafe code for some of my tests because of some of the things I actually have to be cognizant of when I'm writing my tests. Though I don't need it for the actual projects here. So we're almost getting to the end of this one. And then test types. This one, no, I don't have those there. Okay. Clean it. Run it. It's going to bomb on me. Nope. Okay. So these pass. Such an enjoyable thing seeing people eat in the video, isn't it? Okay. Good. Alrighty, so this one we're just going to blast through and say cleaned up CS proj files. And I should have a better thing in there, shouldn't I? But whatever, it's a late Saturday night. I want to get this episode in. Alright, so that's what? How much time did that take? 6 minutes. That's fine. We're actually 30 over, so I've already done 2. So if we keep this at 15 or something like that, that's even better. So the other one, I do want to make a branch though, because this one might be a little, and I don't have something in GitHub to match this to, but this is more just trying to, it's a cleanup thing. So we're going to say this is a analyzer cleanup. Alright, so what I want to do here, and I already have rocks. I already have this rule set file. Okay, so what is this that I'm trying to do here? Well, I like doing reviews. I'm the only person on this project, so I don't have, I have to rely upon myself to look at things and go, did I screw up or not? And I've been a really big fan of automated testing tools, automated reviewing tools. FxCop was this tool that's been around for years, ever since like .NET 1.0. It eventually made it into Visual Studio as something called code analysis, and I've had this love-hate relationship with it. It's really nice in that it can pick things up in your code that you didn't expect, but it also can be kind of a pain because it doesn't run until after you build your assembly, and then it only looks at your binaries. The whole compiler API infrastructure is not just about waiting until after you compile. It can actually look at your code and say, hey, you've done something wrong. So it can do an analysis while your code is being typed, more or less. So what they've been doing is changing this so that the rules themselves are now in the compiler API infrastructure. And so you can actually reference FxCopAnalyzers, but as compiler API analyzers. So we're going to do that with rocks first. Come in here, say first I want to say this. Yeah, because that makes a difference. Okay, this, if I just say FxCopAnalyzer, it finds this thing. Why? I don't know, but if I put analyzers, it finds this thing. Great. Okay. All right, so now it says I accept. Wonderful. That's all installed. And I gotta be a little careful here, though. Okay, why are you saying, not show me this again. Why are you saying there's an update, but there isn't? Do I have a pre-release? No. Well, now you go away? Well, Okay, now you gotta wait for a second because I gotta go on this other machine here. And this is a client machine, so you can't see what I'm doing. Let's go in here because now I have to do the RSH Rickorino. Because they actually use that, you know, a little token, except I've got the app for it to get onto their network. And wait for the code to flip. Because I want to look up the thing I want to do, but I can't show it on my computer here because I'm a dummy. I didn't think this far through. Because there's a thing code. You know what? I wonder. Maybe I don't have to do this. Can I say here, code analysis? Path to the code, no, not the installation. A rule set file. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is it's one up, isn't it? I'm in rocks here. That's what the CS project file is, and I go one up, and it'd be there. Okay, so if I do there. Now it should actually I'll just say build. I think it would tell me if it can't find it. And look at that! It holy crap! Now let me just make sure that this is rocks test assembly. Parameter. See, some of these are going to be kind of a pain. Or not. Yeah, now I can't find it because rocks is failing left and right. Oh, this is actually going to be good. 1,600. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, this is going to be hilarious. Well, because some of these are going to be a real pain because I'm doing things in a certain way to, and also, you know what, actually, okay, I'm kind of babbling here. Why did it, though, for those other projects, pick up that it should be doing those rules? Because it shouldn't be. This is just in rocks. Why would rocks test? Because if you notice here, if I come back and I look at the error list, it's not just rocks. It's now it's just rocks, huh? What? Oh, now you do all of these because of reasons. Like this one. Why did you suddenly make this? You know, you shouldn't care. Why is rocks test, which has nothing to do with code analysis? It hasn't been set up to do anything with code analysis. Why are the rules running for that project now? I don't know. I mean, there is no even project. I don't even have in the project. Excuse me. I don't even have a file reference there. So why is it even picking it up? I have no freaking clue. This is bizarre. You know? Yeah, that's just weird. Why is it doing that? Why is it just... Well, you know what? What we're going to do come into here. I'm going to grab this and just stuff that into every project right off the bat, because why not? I am going to probably regret this to some degree. Well, and it doesn't even have the assembly reference. Like this one, I actually said do that. This, these other ones, I didn't do crap with that. This is why I'm doing it in a branch. See, I learned I can be. Why is this coming up? Get the XML editor out of there. I try to get things to get out of my way as much as possible because I find that annoying. Okay, so you're going to need. No, up here is where you need that, but you're also going to need that. Okay. Let's come into the task. You never had package references. Okay. It's fine. These files, what did I just do? And while I'm here, yes, I'm also going to do these for all the test projects. I don't view my test projects to be any different than the other ones, in the sense that the styling or anything should be any different. I generally try to treat them the same. So these projects are really small, but we should do it the same way. Don't do it different, right? And yes, I was hesitating because I'm like, it should be in alphabetical order. It's not. Because these other ones are. Who gives a crap, really, right? Exactly. You're right. Yeah, exactly. Who needs these to be the same order? Who would be that crazy? Okay. Now let's rebuild. All right. So now I'm completely screwing up the list here because it's going completely nuts. So let's just start checking some of these out. And I've got 18, we're up to 18 minutes. Let's just look at a couple of these. So this is saying is valid, the parameter is never being used. Huh. Well, no crap. You're correct. I'm never using that one. This is why I like this, because it suddenly, it looked at the, and also, I should be clear. I wrote a paper on this for Magenic's website, the company that I work for. Thank you, Magenic. Where is this? C General. Advanced. So this enable full solution analysis is where it's actually running it across all my solutions, and it has potential performance implications, whatever. This is what turns it on for everything. In any event, this is what I like about this, because I had no idea that I have a parameter here that nobody's using. Now, of course, this is going to break stuff if I have tests, because things are saying, oh, you should have had that there, and now you don't have it there anymore. Well, yeah, you can go away now, and you do. So if I go into my list, But yeah, that was the thing I fixed. So let's build again. Unused field, options. No, that's actually being used. Oh, wait a minute. You're saying I'm only using it in the constructor. I'm never using it anywhere else. Huh. That's what it's saying. Well, wait a minute. If I come back up here, the assembly rock core. Wait. Assembly rock. Here's from rock core. Yeah, you go to definition. There's 4 different definitions for it. But there's a in memory. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. So what's the difference here? That's the caching, so it uses it for caching, and then the maker is what uses it. Yeah, I never need it. So, no. Should, final references, control K. That's only one. And so for this one it needs it, for this one it doesn't, because it doesn't give a crap. It just says boom. Done. And now it's one less thing I got to pass around. Now, of course, here, that's failing because parameter handles of method CTOR is never used. Wait. Parameter handlers of method constructor is never used. Remove the parameter, use it in the method body. But it is. Yeah. Doesn't need a null check. See, I'm wondering, even though this isn't the way I want it to be, this is going to fail for that, but that's not, and I obviously use this. So this is one where I think we're actually getting a failure, and in that the rule is not doing the right thing. It's going to come back. You going to come back? You should come back. Come on. Give it. There you go. Parameter handlers of method CTORs never used. Move the parameter, use it in the method body. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Looks like it's being used right there. That's a method body. So now, see, the problem that I have here is that it's obvious to me that this is something that's being used. I mean, if you look at handlers, it's being used here, it's being used here. This is setting it to that. How do you not pick that up? Like how does it not see that that's what? So to me, this is just completely wrong. It should. This is completely doing the wrong thing. So if I want to suppress this, in source, I got to do that. And now my code looks like crap. I mean, I could do that. So then at least it's, you know, it's a little bit more structured better. But to me, this is wrong. This is actually a bug in the rule. It should not be doing this. Whatever. Preface interface name, interface 1 with I. Sure. Why not? And what is this in? What is this called again? The tab, the preview tab. So I want that off. Turn the preview tab on or off. No. Go away. So there's contracts. Because you gotta have the names right. It should have renamed the file. I don't know. Thought it did that. Page up. It's just I could sit here and do this for God knows how long, and it would just be a waste of time. So why do that to people and have you suffer through me doing journal CO class generate? See, this is a good one because this is saying I never use in this class rock construction generators. I'm never using the this. So what I really should end up doing is call this static. Now, of course, that can cause other problems because things that have been calling it, we're calling it with an instance of this. So actually, if I come to this and I go kr, see, there's no reason to do this anymore. Okay, and the reason why it does this is because it's saying if you don't need a this parameter, you don't need to new up an instance of the object, and so you just have a static method. Okay, now this also then ends up feeling a little weird in that why do I have just this static class with, you know, the generate there? If I come back to where I'm doing this in rocks, and if I go to my construction, you know, construction event generator, I bet what it's saying for all these, yeah, like this one too. If I go to my, not generator results, methods generator, does it have the same? Yeah, because there are no, I'm surprised it doesn't do that with this. Oh, because if I look for this, yes, it's because so this is gonna, okay. I'm like jumping ahead of my thoughts. It has to on the first one. God, look at that long method. That's just disgusting. It has to with this because it's using the methods that are in the class, but then there are going to be other ones that are going to come out and say, no, I don't have this parameter. Okay, so you can, okay, so before I get ahead of myself, this one can actually be, it doesn't have a code fix, but I can say external static. And then let's make this one static class. And where is this all being used? There. And I don't need to do this anymore because it's just that. Cool. If I come to my methods generator, this one down here is saying, yep. So I can make that static. I can make that static. And this is why I always fully qualify my references, because now I can say this is no longer needed. This is methods generator. Same with this. And now this rule should fire on this one, because it's no longer static. And so static calls can be just slightly faster, you know, they as well, just slightly, not much. So that's another reason why it suggests that. So then here, that goes away as well. Okay, and then the properties generator is the same thing. This is now a static. This is a static. That goes away. Boom. Nice. I like that. That actually was something that I hadn't seen in my code, because I've just been going through it over and over, and I probably had a reason to have those be instance methods, and I don't remember why. But just by adding this code analysis in, it found that and gave me a suggestion of, hey, maybe you should make these static methods because they don't have any instance state. So go ahead and do that. Awesome. I like that. Let's do one. I'm getting addicted now. Unused field. But it's being used right here. Why are you saying that? Yeah, but if I take that away, then look, it goes, I don't know what that is. So how can you do that? Like, it's just stupid. I'm waiting for it to, yeah, there it goes. Unused field, default assembly name. But it's being used right here. I get the feeling that their analysis stuff is not picking up as much as it should, but this is going to be an interesting exercise to go through this stuff, because I may want to now keep track of these things and then report them as FxCop issues to say, hey, if you make a project like this, and again, strip this out of rocks, it doesn't have to be in rocks, just put this somewhere and say, this is being picked up in this case, but there's no reason for it to be being picked up. I want to see if I just do a clean and then do another build. Though I doubt it's going to affect it. It's going to probably come up with the same problem. At least it should. Yeah, for some reason it just like goes massively kicks in, and see, now I'm wondering, this is just flat out wrong. I mean, now I'm going to have so many of these to go, you know, it's never being used, but it is. So, you know, how do I fix this? Now these here are saying that what I should be doing is actually passing in the format provider, and I forget that there's like a standard way to fix this. No, I don't want an argument name there. I want format provider. Did I say this episode was going to be short? I'd never say that. Whenever somebody calls me and says, "Hey, can I have a just talk to you for like you know, just a couple minutes," it ends up being like a 30-hour discussion. It's ridiculous. Why are you crying? He looks so sad. I don't know. Maybe he's happy. Why did I get distracted by that? I don't know. I see shit. Why do I have a slash in there? Yeah, but what is that? Like, what I have to pass in there? Why would I want to do... Wait. That is the right thing. Okay, it was... Okay. Else. Do that. You know, again, this feels a little weird because it's like, well, why are you... Oh, you don't have reflection. Okay, cool. I can kill you that way. I got the feeling that this is going to be a little bit painful in that it's going to, you know, find stuff like that over and over again. And I'm going to have to say, you know what? Some of these I'm just not going to care about at all, you know. It's interesting, though, that a lot of these are in tests. And this is going to be... Some of these, though, I think are actual test classes. And this is an interesting argument because a test class, they're just test methods. And in most of my tests, I believe I don't have any state at all, you know, like field states. So I can probably make those static methods as well, make those static classes, and then a lot of those go away, which again is, why not? Why, you know, why do you need, although I can't remember if NUnit allows that. You have to have those be instance or not if it doesn't care. I don't know, I'm going to find out anyway. But like a lot of these, member safe name, in and of itself can be static, and so this is just type this sector there. Small thing, but it's a little win. Parameter accessors never used. Yes, it is. It's right freaking there. It's being used. Don't tell me it's not being used. Of course it's being used. So anyway, I'm going to stop here because I'm going to get more ranting. So it looks like I've got another episode or two to get through all these errors and just kind of explore. But I think this will be kind of fun to dig around and see what's available and, you know, what I can do to clean some of these up. So thanks for watching this episode. If you got any comments or questions, whatever, put them in the comments section. Otherwise, until next time, that's all for now. See you next episode.